Hi, this is Richard C. I'm a math tutor here at Wyzant and going to answer this question submitted by a student about solving identities, establishing identities in trigonometry. Um, Let me just rewrite it because I think the way this is presented is not the student's fault. This is just um, the way the problem was presented. And if I write it the way we would normally write it in school, I think you're going to see that's really a pretty simple one to solve, to prove rather. So tangent, oh gosh, tangent of v minus 1 over tangent v plus 1 is equal to 1 minus cotangent of v divided by 1 plus cotangent. Now the standard advice is well, first of all, you're not allowed to work on both sides of this. This is really not an equation, it's a statement. And we're trying to prove the statement is true. And so we can't work on both sides of the statement. We have to pick a side. Normally you pick the side that's most complicated, that has the most terms and most complicated, and then you're trying to just simplify it so that it looks like the right-hand side. So here you can see this is just as simple as this. They're both equally simple, equally complicated. So normally I would just say it doesn't really matter which side you choose. I'm just going to choose this one, and we're going to use the very simple identity from trigonometry, which is you just have to know that the tangent of x is just 1 over the cotangent of x. So that's the identity that we're going to use. Very simple. You would have learned this early on in trigonometry. So I'm just going to replace that tangent of v with 1 over cotangent of v. And we'll still have the negative 1 on top. 1 over cotangent of v plus 1 for the denominator. And, I'm not going to show the right-hand side because you'd just be writing it over and over. Okay, so now it's just we need a common denominator. The denominator here is cotangent of v. The denominator here is 1. So I'm just going to replace 1 with, I'll show you. So 1 over cotangent of v minus cotangent of v over cotangent of v. Because that's the same as 1, right? Cotangent over cotangent is just 1. And we're going to do the same thing on the denominator. So it's going to be 1 over cotangent of v plus cotangent of v over cotangent of v. So cotangent of v over cotangent of v is just this 1 here. Okay, so the nice thing is we have a common denominator. So now I can combine these two fractions. So I get 1 minus cotangent of v all over cotangent of v divided by 1 plus cotangent of v over cotangent of v. Now we're going to do a keep change flip here. So I'm going to just do that over here. So you keep the numerator, 1 minus cotangent of v over cotangent of v. So this is a technique you would have learned earlier in school. So you keep the numerator, change to multiplication, and then flip the denominator. So you're going to have cotangent of v over 1 plus cotangent of v And now the cotangent of V's cancel. And we've got exactly what we were after. 1 minus cotangent of V over 1 plus cotangent of V. And that matches the target. And so we just proved that this statement is true. And I think the method that we used was C, method C here. I didn't check it step by step. If it's step by step the same, I'd put in this extra keep change flip in here so that you could see what was going on, but this is basically the same solution. I didn't check to see if either A or B would work. You could do that on your own. Now that you see how this one works, you can check the other two and prove that they don't work maybe. It's possible that they do. I just haven't checked them all. But that's the way to handle this, and we're just using a very, very simple identity here to convert the tangent to cotangent. Okay, so that's it for today. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.